Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing hair color or bleaching. Okay, the other day I went to Sally's and I found this and just have realized that it has a safety seal on it, but it's protein filler, and from what I understand, this is neutral hair color additive. This will fill in those dead, because I've got some dead hair. It'll fill in those spots. You put it on damp hair, it'll fill in the places to keep me from having as much damage, okay? I saw a ton of videos. They don't get right to the point. If you're bleaching your hair, you want to add 1 part bleach to 2 parts developer, meaning if you use 2 ounces of bleach, 4 ounces of developer, 1 ounce of bleach, 2 ounces of developer. Any amount that you use, just remember it's a 2-to-1 ratio. 2 ounces of bleach, 4 ounces of developer. I couldn't find that anywhere. I couldn't find anybody to hurry up and get to the point. Anyway, I've gone on and applied this to my towel dried hair. I don't know how well it's going to work. Now we are going on to this. They say if you use this, up your volume, whichever volume you're using. If you're using a 10, up it to 20 to use this because of how deeply it conditions. If you're using a 20, go to a 30. I'm not going to go back to Sally's. That woman followed me around there like I was going to steal something and made me forget half of what I went for. She forgot to give me samples because she was so busy up my butt, and it irritated me, and I will never go back to that store. I'll go to a different town first. Okay. Anyway, enough about that. Let's get started. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes since I applied the protein filler. Okay, so now I've got my ounce shot glass here, and I'm going to mix the Bright White Powder Lightener. I'm going to go ahead, oh, that's wet. Let me dry that out right quick because I had measured out the protein filler. I've never used a protein filler, so let's make sure that's dry. Okay, we're going to use 2 ounces of the powder. Now, I had saw some videos where they were using coconut oil on their hair, and I might do that. I've got some heated up right here. I just spilled that all over me. Okay, we got to have 2 ounces in there, baby. Come on. I hate measuring, even cooking. I don't. Okay, we got 2 ounces of the lightener. I'm just going to put it right here in this glass bowl. So now you use 4 ounces of the developer. 2. And I'm going to give that a quick stir before I add the other 2. Okay. We've already got hair falling out all over the place. Shit. Excuse my language. I've noticed I curse really, really bad. That's got to do with what I've been hearing for the last 2 years. You are the company you keep, they say. And monkey see, monkey do. You know how children pick up on things that are said. We do too as adults. Like people are going around now saying, that's janky. People weren't saying that till they heard it, you know. Same with cursing. Okay, now I've stirred that up. I'm going to go ahead and add the other 2 ounces. And give this a good mix. Put the lid back on that. Make sure I get it all out of my shot glass. I got me a liquor measuring glass here. I've got to go get me some Malibu rum today, too. I've got the cream of coconut, and I haven't got the pineapple juice. I can't find pineapple juice for some reason. I found some unsweetened. Who wants that? And I have some frozen pineapples to put in the blender for ice. I'm going to make me some pina coladas. And I'm not normally a drinker. I drink wine. Moscato d'Asti. Really sweet. Champagne light wine, so I'm a lightweight, but I do enjoy a glass of wine now and then. But I'm having me some pina coladas. I love Malibu rum and pineapple juice. I like Captain Morgan's rum too, but Malibu rum, especially this time of year, it's May, and so it's like probably 90 degrees outside here in Alabama. It's pretty warm. I've got to get out there and finish my garden. I need a tiller. Okay, this is mixing up pretty good. Now, it should be this consistency, like a pasty type consistency. Like if you were to mix baking soda with some lemon juice for some reason. For cleaning or something. Okay. Let's chop that all up real good. Make sure we got all them powdery bubbles out. Okay, now this is the consistency that you want it. Now, because we're using this booster, I'm not going to change. I'm not going back to Sally's today, and I don't feel like going all the way to Ulta. And I've done started this video, and this has been on my hair for more than 20 minutes. So I'm going with the developer I have. So let's see. I've already got this stuff on my hands. Oh, I recommend that you wear gloves. And I'm not a professional at all. I've been dyeing my hair for over 20 years. No, probably not that long. Probably about 15 years. I don't recommend this. I'm just for people that already do it or that are just so stubborn they're going to do it. This is the way that I do mine, just so you know. Okay, I get the bleach powder. I normally would have the developer by ions, but that lady wouldn't quit distracting me. Okay, this says mix 1/8 of an ounce into 4 ounces of color. We've got more than 4 ounces of color there. We've got 6 ounces of color. So it says mix 1/4 ounce into 2 ounces of bleach mixture. Okay, this is for bleaching your hair. You mix 1/4 ounce or 7.5 mLs into 2 ounces of bleach due to the intense. Okay, so I guess that would mean for every 2 ounces. So I'm only going to put 1/4 ounce just one time because since it does have such strong conditioning properties. I have the protein treatment on my hair, and I'm going to put some coconut oil on my hair. So, okay, this would be the 1/4, a little over, but it calls for 1/4 for every 2 ounces. So, and we've got 6 here. I might put a little more. I can't even get all that out of the bottle. I mean, out of the cup. I can't stand when stuff's thick like that and you can't get it all out. Cough syrup's the same way. Okay, I'm going to do just a little bit more, probably about 1/2 of that amount. There we go. Now, I will tell you that I saw a major difference when I use this on my hair. Now, there are some areas of my hair that I do need to put coconut oil on just to be safe. I've got some extremely, extremely damaged hair. So, I've got the warm coconut oil right here because it solidifies once it reaches a certain temperature. Now, don't wear anything that you don't want to get ruined. I should have just poured this in my hand. This is going to be a dilly. I'm not applying much because I do want that color to lighten the brown spots that have come through somehow. It's where my color's faded. I haven't taken real good care of it. I just have recently moved back home to my house because I had been staying. We broke up anyway. He decided that he wanted a bunch of other females. You know how the men are. So anyway, I hadn't been taking very good care of it or myself. So back to Rhonda time. And normally, I tell you, coconut oil is good to use once a week. Put it on your hair, let it stay. Sleep in it. Just hang out in the yard, in the garden, clean the house, whatever. And then rinse it. And I'm going to tell you something. That's the best thing that you could give your hair. I'm telling you, that's the best thing you could ever do for it. Okay, now that, I forgot to stir it up. Let me show you if you can see it. Let's stir that real good. I'm already losing hair. Let's stir it really, really well. Now, I don't recommend at all leaving any kind of bleach lightener on your hair for longer than 30 minutes. We're not going to leave ours on there that long. We have a toner that we're going to do also, but we're going to wait and see how this affects my hair with the filler and the coconut oil. Okay, now I'm going to take this comb and try to separate the sections as best I can. See how gray I'm turning? It's like soon I'm not even going to need Make sure that you have a drape over you, a towel or something that you don't care about before beginning this. And then you just take your little brush and get you some product on it. I'm going to double process my hair. So I'm going to tell you now, don't do what I do, or else you'll end up with hair like I have. But I'm not going to do it right away. I'll show you. You just take and paint this on. Uh-oh, I got it on my scalp. If you have a very sensitive scalp, Ons has a sensitive scalp developer. They have developer. I just forgot to get it, as I said. I would much rather have the Ons developer. Oh, I forgot to show you the other thing that came in the box. It's this right here, which is really, really good. It's the color sealer, and it smells so great. Do not shampoo after rinsing hair color or lightener. After thoroughly rinsing, apply Absolute Perfection Color Sealer from roots to ends. Process for 10 minutes. I'm not going to use that because I have to tone my hair still. I'll use it after I tone it. And you know, in case you didn't know, when you go to tone your hair, after you bleach it, if you're going to tone it in the same day, which is something I also do not recommend, but if you're going to tone it in the same day, do not condition your hair. Do not. If you have to shampoo it, which isn't advisable, but if you have to, do not put conditioner on your hair. Whatever you do, because conditioner seals your hair, and you're not going to be able to get the full toned effect. Now, I'm going to tell you a little story. A couple summers ago, I had used that new Platinum Revlon, and it's a good product. Let me tell you, if you bleach your hair at home, if you don't buy it in bulk like this, you just buy the box dye, I recommend the Revlon. It's inexpensive. It's probably the most inexpensive one at Walmart. It's got the blonde-headed lady on the front. I use that, okay? And I toned immediately after. And my hair fell out so bad, I had to go get all of my hair cut off. This whole side right here is still extremely thin because I lost all my hair on this side. It's grown back out now because my hair does grow super fast. But the point is, all my hair broke off because I had to tone it immediately. I used to bleach it back to back too, but I've done got older now. Now, do you see how I'm doing this? I'm having to separate it, but now it's getting to where there is nowhere to separate. You may have to end up mixing up more bleach, so try to remember how many parts of, and wear gloves, how many parts of the booster that we put in there so it's even on both sides. Okay. Like I said, the little vials of booster, it comes with one vial that's for one bleach session. Okay. It is $1.89 at Sally's. It's like $5 on Amazon for some reason. I saw somebody making a comment on there talking about, why do y'all have it for so high? Well, because they buy it for more than what Sally's charges is the reason they, I don't know. Anyway, yes, everyone's trying to make a profit, darling. That's what the world has become. Anyway, $1.89 is not a bad price for that booster. It works like Olaplex. I know you know what Olaplex is. It can only be done in a hair salon by a hairstylist. You cannot buy the Olaplex number 2 anywhere. You have to have a hairstylist to do it for you. I think it's 1 and 2. It may be number 1. But anyway, you know the Olaplex line. You can have 0 and 3 that have to be used together. But anyway, the Ons Booster is a bonder. Or not a bond. It's kind of like that. I mean, it's just as good as Olaplex, if you ask me, and a lot cheaper, because the last time I went to the salon, I paid $150, and you couldn't even tell. The sun done more for my hair than she did. She was scared of it, and my hair was in the best health it had ever been during that time. I had gone chestnut brown back to my natural color, and had been that way for about 3 years, and I wanted to go back blonde, but I just wanted her to do it. I didn't feel like doing it. I had the money and all that stuff, you know, so I was going to pamper myself, and she was so scared. I was mad. I was so mad. So from then on, I've just been coloring it again myself. And I've made some mistakes. My hair fell out back a couple summers ago. So you might not even want to be watching my video. I wanted to mainly because there's nobody that gets right to the point and says, hey, you mix 2 to 1 for the developer and bleach. Okay. Now, once I do this part, I'm going to do the back and then an all over coverage. That's where I double process it. Double processing is a major no-no in the hair world. You do not double process your hair. That's what makes the breakage and makes it fall out. However, I have to. I'm going to let this set and work its magic, and then right there at the end, I'll go ahead and do it all over. Because if I don't have anybody to help me with the back, and I don't have eyes back there, so. And I'm going to need you guys to please support this channel and check out part 2, because I'm going to have to end this one really soon. I'm not going to be able to get the whole application and whole rinsing out and doing and stuff on this one video, so please look for part 2 and watch it too. And if you like my videos, please give them a thumbs up and subscribe and let me know, and I'll get more videos brought out. I'm trying to get signed up for the YouTube program. I'm already signed up with Instagram, and you can follow me over there too at Rhonda4834, hashtag Rhonda4834. I do a lot of reviews of products, and I'm going to tell you something. I give my straight up honest opinion, which I pay for all the products that I review, except what I specifically say, like what I receive from Influencer. That's the only there, and Biz Agent, which they haven't sent me anything in a very long time. Biz Agent hasn't. But them and Pinch Me is the only ones that send me any kind of free products. I'm not on anybody's PR list or anything. I'm working on it, but I hadn't got there yet. Okay, now we've got all this done. Now I need to separate it in the back. And let me see if I can turn around and show you. Oh, I just dropped that in my drawer. Can you see that? I'm just going to feel with my hand. I'll have to get all that out of my... Let me close that drawer. Why is that drawer open? I love it when my roots grow out. It gives that balayage effect look. Because God in heaven knows, I can hardly do one color all over. I can see me trying to balayage my hair. Hey, I tell you what, shout out to those that can. Y'all are some talented people. I want to go to beauty school. I'm 41. I don't think it's too late. I've been, you know, like I said, I haven't been taking real good care of myself. I've been dealing with stuff that nobody should ever have to deal with for the past 3 years, actually. Not 2, it's been 3. And I'm just now stepping back up and reclaiming my dignity and my power and my self-worth. So I'm fixing, I think I am going to go to beauty school. I fell back in October and broke my wrist and never went and had it seen about. That was stupid. But anyway, it's better now. But I just hope that doesn't affect me long term with trying to do people's hair and stuff. You know, I'd love to do hair, makeup, nails, which I've started getting into polygel nails. I've never been able to do acrylic nails. Never. Not on myself, definitely not someone else. And I can do them polygel nails. They look so good. Look for those videos as well. I'm going to post another one later today of me doing them, because I got to get my nails done. Got to get on them. If I don't hurry up and get them done, they're looking crazy. But, and I tell you what, you can buy a whole polygel nail kit for 20 bucks on Amazon with the light and everything you need. The only thing that you'd have to purchase is the, what do you call it? Let me make sure that's running. That's going to make me mad if it's not. Okay, you purchase the dehydrator and primer. Just make sure if you do polygel nails that you use dehydrator and primer. Don't buy that whole kit and then not have that, because then you're wasting it, because they won't stay. The only way that they'll stay is with that dehydrator and primer, just pretty much like with acrylic nails. Okay, now that I'm sure I've got it all coated at my head, I'm going to go underneath here to the underneath where it's turned brown. I don't like the way I look when my hair's freshly bleached, because the way the roots look, I look weird. So, but it is all growed out, and I do want it all the same color until it's the dark color. I don't like that brown, is what I'm saying. I like it when it's the dark brown, not that reddish brown. I look like a tiger. I know that didn't make no sense, but I don't like it when it's like the reddish brown underneath, I want it to be the darkish brown when it does that, so it can look like a balayage. Now, I know that I'm not going to get the icy white because I'm using a 20 volume toner or developer. Okay, you've got to have a higher developer if you want a lighter color. Okay, the developer is what does that. And I'm using 20. I've always been comfortable with 20. But in order to use that booster that I put in here, I'm going to have to go up. All right, now I'm going to double process with what's left. I'm not going to double process all the way down because I don't have that much left. But, and that does it. She is all done. Now, check out the next video. I'll title them part 1 and part 2 so that you'll know what video is what. In the next video, we will rinse her out. Or I'll go ahead and get her rinsed out. And then we'll blow dry it and see how she turns out and decide if we're going to tone today or not. But see all this dead, fried, freezy right here, I'm not going to mess with. But see, it's a different color down here. I don't know what to do. I guess take a chance on my damn hair falling out. Let's see. I know I'm not the only one that goes through this because it is so expensive to get your hair bleached at the salon. First of all, they're terrified. I'm going to go ahead and tell you because the chances of your hair falling out are very, very great. Whether you do it at home or at the salon. Now, you should let them use Olaplex or some sort of color protector like this booster. Let me see. Helps reduce breakage, restore moisture, protect, strengthens during a chemical process. Okay. Now, let's see what she says. Do not shampoo. Apply the color sealer. That was all it said. And this is what she looks like. Or it's a little bitty one-time vial. Look at my hair. My hair always does that. Don't trip out. It's a one-time vial about that size. Here's the toner that we'll be using next. I probably better get a higher developer before I use that, though. We're going to do a video with that, too. I'm going to show you all that. But just know my hair always falls out. Okay. It doesn't say how much to mix this with. I'll have to look that up. It's Intensive Shine PPD Free Cream Developer Bright White. Okay. And I will get back as soon as this is over. I'm going to set my timer. I think it's already been a few minutes. But anyway, if it just gets on your skin, just wipe it off. But your clothes is what you need to worry about. So make sure you're wearing something you don't care about. The best thing to do is take a plastic bag or a foil and wrap around your head, but leave air for it to breathe. Leave room for it to breathe. Let me see if I've got a bag in here. I don't have a plastic bag in here. How in the hell do I not have a plastic bag in here? But anyway, I'm going to wrap mine in a bag, and when I rinse it out, I'll be back. So look for part 2 of this video, and please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.